Hello students, welcome to all CBTs. My name is Simeon Emmanuel and today I'll be taking you on marketing, introduction to marketing, a marketing environment, alright, marketing concepts. Sit down and get set to enjoy this class. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Let's go straight into today's class. Introduction to marketing. Now, what is marketing? Marketing is simply the process of identifying customers' needs, then creating services and products that will meet the customer's need satisfactorily, effectively and efficiently. So before we continue, as we continue into this class, let's look at some important statements. Marketing is about understanding people's needs, finding the best way to satisfy them while making a profit. Now, the father of modern marketing, his name is Philip Kotler. What is his own definition of marketing? Just to add to what we have here, he defined marketing as the social and managerial process of meeting the needs of a group of people or an individual through what? Through rendering quality what? Value. Now, let me define this again. Marketing is about understanding, very important. You see this word understanding means you must be able to interpret. You must be able to what? Interpret people's needs, finding the best way to satisfy them while making a profit. Now, if you look at this very well, you'll notice that this is different from selling and advertising. So marketing is not just about selling. It's not just about making awareness about a product or making customers know about a product. Marketing is beyond just that. It covers a lot. So it starts before a product is created. Marketing starts before a product is what? Created. So before you create a product, what this means is that before you create a product, you must first identify a need. You must first identify a need. When you have identified a need or identified needs, you can create product or products that will meet that need, thereby attracting what? Returns or what? Value in form of money. All right. Now, so it starts even before a product is created and continues long after it is sold. When you talk about marketing, I notice that a lot of people shy away from it. Why? Their thinking is that you want to sell a product, and some people say, I don't like selling product. I don't like talking. I'm shy. I cannot really convince people. Marketing is not about selling first. It's about identifying a need. So virtually everybody on earth is into marketing. And virtually everybody on earth, because if you are not exchanging value, you cannot get value. If you are not exchanging value in form of product or service, you cannot get value. Usually money, which is legal tender. All right. So it's very important to know today that everybody on earth is a marketer. Everybody on earth is a marketer. Of course, marketing has different stages, but everybody is into marketing. If you are not into marketing, you will not enjoy life. All right, because if you are not selling a product, if you are not creating a product, if you are not rendering a service, if you are not creating a service, how would you earn resources? How would you earn value in form of money? How will money come to you to meet other needs? All right, to be able to back up your wants, how? It's not be possible. So it is very important to know today that before you talk of meeting somebody's need, you must first identify the need. Then you can now create a product or a service that will meet that need. So therefore, if you want to be a smart marketer, ensure that you develop the capacity to identify needs. All right, so that you can source for information, all right, that can create solutions in form of product or services to meet customers' needs. Now, from identifying what customers want to designing the product, setting the right price, promoting it, and making sure it gets to the right place, marketing covers all of that. All right, I've explained that. Now, in simple terms, what is marketing? Marketing is about creating. Take note of this word. Creating value. Another word for value means creating what? Another word for what here means creating benefits. Why will the customer buy from you rather, if it will not benefit him? Why will the customer buy from you if the product you have to give to him, or he wants to buy from you or collect from you and pay you, is not going to meet his what? His needs? Why will he buy from you? So it's important to know that if you want to be a successful marketer, you must focus on creating value, creating what? Benefits for customers, and building strong relationship with them. Why build strong relationship with them? Look at the reason why. To keep customers for life. Now, this is very deep. If you keep customers for life, they will bring more customers to buy your product, or to what? To pay for your services. So this is very important. Let's go to the next point. Key ideas in marketing. What are the key ideas in marketing? The first thing we have here is what? Needs, wants, and demands. When you talk about needs, you are talking about basic things for survival. Basic things for what? Survival, or basic requirements for survival, such as shelter, water, food, clothing, etc. We have wants. Now this one focuses on what? On people's what? Beliefs, cultural behavior, all right, likes, and so on. Now we have demands. Demands talks about the ability to back up wants through payments for wants or wants. Now, people have needs which are basic things required for survival, like food, clothing, and shelter. Wants are shaped by culture and personal preferences. I told you earlier. For example, someone may want a specific brand of shoe. All right. Look at this. Now, when wants are backed by the ability to pay, they become demands. So demand is not just I want something and you don't have the ability to pay for it. If you don't have the ability to pay for that thing, it's not yet a demand, it's still a want. Once you have the ability to pay for it, then it has become a what? A demand. You can demand for it by exchanging value in form of monetary value. Now, second key idea is what we call products and services. Products and services. This covers what? Value. This talks about value that will meet a customer's need or wants, that will meet or satisfy a customer need or wants. A product can be a physical item like a phone or a car, while a service is something intangible. When you say something is intangible, it means you cannot see it. You cannot physically see it, you can't hold it, but you can experience it. For instance, now you are seeing me teach. You cannot see the teaching, but you can experience the teaching through my voice and talking. Something an idea. You can't touch an idea, but you can see the effect of an idea. Like banking, transportation, marketing applies to what? To both. Let's go to the next thing. What do we have here? We have what we call value and satisfaction. Customers choose products that give them the most value. When you talk about the most value, it means the most benefits. Most benefits. Value means what a customer can benefit, all right, for what he pays for. Even and what he pays for, the value you get for what he pays for is actually more than what he paid. The benefits. Value is the difference between what they gain and what they give up. Look at it. So this is what they give up. This one is called sacrifice. Sacrifice made, all right, or effort made. Now, gain here is talking about benefits. Benefits. When expectations are met or exceeded, customers feel satisfied. Don't forget that. Somebody buys a phone for 80,000 naira, and the phone he buys for 80,000 naira meets his needs and lasts long. All right, the person has been satisfied because his expectation has been met and even exceeded. The fourth point here we have is what we call exchange and transaction. Marketing happens through what? Exchange. Giving up something to get something. Giving something to get something else. That is, I want 1,000 naira and I don't have the physical 1,000 naira. What do? I have to give a product or a service in exchange to get 1,000 naira. When people give something like money to get something they need or want, a transaction is the actual deal between buyer and seller. A transaction is what? The actual deal between buyer and seller. What this means is that a buyer wants a quality shoe. He goes to what? A seller that sells the shoe that he really wants. Now, immediately he pays for the shoe and the seller gives him the shoe, a transaction has been what? Has been completed. And that's what we call a deal, an actual deal between a buyer and a seller. Markets. A market is a place or a system where buyers and sellers meet to do what? To exchange goods. To exchange goods. Alright, to exchange goods or services. A market is simply a group of people who have a need, the ability to buy, that's talking about, and the willingness to what? To purchase a product or a what? Or a service. Now, functions of marketing. Functions of marketing. The activities of marketing. The role of marketing. what are some of the functions of marketing? Let's look at some functions. We have the first one, we have what we call market research. Marketing cannot be successfully completed without what? Research. What is research? Research is when a marketing firm or an organization focuses on what? Making research, looking for details, acquiring details or information about the needs within their environment, so that they can come up with a product that will meet those needs. So marketing is finding out what customers need. Second thing is what we call product development. They have discovered what customers need, then they now they go into action to create value, either tangible, that is physical, or intangible, that is what we cannot see, which is in form of services like banking, transportation, teaching, and so on. All right, so creating goods or services that meet those needs. Pricing, you have to place pricing on how much to charge for a product or for a service. Promotion, that's talking about advertising. All right, if a customer does not know about a product, or if customers or people do not know about a product that will meet their needs, they won't purchase that product, or they will not pay for the services to satisfy their needs. So it's important to promote, all right, a product by creating awareness through advertising and communication. Of course, the last one is what we call distribution. Production is not complete without distribution. What is distribution? The movement of goods or services to where it is needed, all right, where it is needed by the customer. So making sure that product reaches customers, it is a very important key in marketing, function in marketing. Let's go to the next thing. Now, the next thing we have here is what we are looking at: marketing concepts. Importance of marketing, rather. What is the importance of marketing? What is importance? The advantages of marketing. What are the advantages of marketing? The benefit of marketing. All these activities must work together for marketing to be effective. Now, let's look at importance of marketing. The benefits of marketing. Marketing plays a key role in business success. No marketing, no business success. No marketing, no business success. Because the true meaning of success in business is not when you just produce a product or develop a service. It is when the product you develop or the service you create meets customers' needs, satisfy customers' needs efficiently and effectively. All right, and even creatively. When that happens, a business has succeeded. All right, so let's look at some of the importance of marketing. The first one is here: it helps business understand their customers better. Because why? They have identified the needs of the customer through interviews, questions, and also marketing research. All right, it increases sale and profitability, of course. It creates awareness and builds brand reputation. Very important. It helps companies stay competitive. It helps companies stay competitive. Now, without marketing, even a good product may fail because people may not know about it or understand its value or worth or importance or benefits. Now, let's look at some examples. The first one we have here is what? A small food vendor notices that many customers prefer quick. Take note of the word quick. Affordable, that is, they can afford it, they can pay for it, they can back up their wants with what? Payments. Affordable meals during lunch hours. What does the vendor do? The vendor introduces a budget-friendly lunch combo and promotes it. So that means the vendor must be able to know their salary level, their income level, to provide the food that is within, or the meal that is within their financial capacity. So the vendor introduces a budget-friendly lunch combo and promotes it. This is marketing in action. Why? Marketing is about, first of all, identifying a need and creating what? Creating a product or a service that will meet that need effectively. Example 2. Example 2. A smartphone company studies customer preferences and realizes people want better what? Camera quality. Of course, that is what is even happening today. A lot of people like phones that have quality camera. Quality camera. Quality camera. So what do? It launches a new model with what? Advanced camera features and promotes it heavily through advertisements. This shows how marketing starts with understanding customers' needs. So I have some assignments for you. The first assignment here is define marketing and explain its key concepts in your own words. So you do it and do research about this and put your answer on our comment section. You can send it. Discuss the importance of marketing to the success of a business using practical examples. I'll be expecting your answers on our comment sections. All right.
Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the video you just watched. To see more content as that, preparing you for your upcoming exam, make sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on notification. Also, remember that you can use the comment section to send us your questions or your inquiries, and we are happy to take them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.